The city glistened under a heavy downpour as I sat alone in the dimly lit conference room of Winslow and Co., watching it all fall apart. Across the polished mahogany table sat Celine, my sister, her face a mask of cold triumph. Behind her, lawyers and advisors whispered in low tones, shuffling papers that symbolized my exile. Celine's voice cut through the murmur like a blade. "Ophelia, this is for the best. You were never built for this world." The words stung, but I kept my face expressionless. "When our parents died, they left everything to her, the company, the real estate empire, the social influence, and to me, an old, crumbling ranch in the middle of nowhere." As the ink dried on the document severing my ties to Winslow and Co., a bitter realization sank in. In their eyes, I was nothing but a ghost, an afterthought. But ghosts have a way of haunting those who betray them. I stood at the gates of the decrepit ranch, the air thick with dust and broken dreams. Rusting fences, barren fields, a wasteland. But as I dug deeper into the property records and geological surveys, I discovered something staggering. Hidden beneath the neglected soil lay one of the richest lithium deposits in the country. Energy, power, a new empire. I wasted no time. I founded Avalon Lithium Solutions, a clean energy company poised to fuel the technological revolution. I worked day and night, forging partnerships, developing innovative mining technologies, and building an operation that would become unstoppable. While Celine continued to cling to the crumbling relics of oil and real estate, I was quietly laying the foundations of the future, and soon, the world would know the name Ophelia. Part 3. The reckoning. As Avalon Lithium Solutions soared, Winslow and Co. began to wither. Major investors abandoned Celine's old empire in favor of clean energy, in favor of me. Celine tried to salvage her sinking ship, but the tides of change were merciless. One by one, she was forced to sell off prized assets to stay afloat. Meanwhile, I moved into the penthouse atop the Alabaster Tower, the very tower where Celine once ruled over Manhattan. The irony was delicious. Late one evening, I received a message from her. "I was wrong. You've changed too, Ophelia. If you ever want to talk, I'm still your sister." I stared at it for a long time. Once her approval would have meant everything to me. Now, it meant nothing. I poured myself a glass of water, turned toward the glittering skyline, and smiled. Victory didn't require revenge. Victory was simply becoming everything they said I couldn't be. Days later, another message arrived. This time from my old high school, an invitation. Come back as a guest speaker for the graduation ceremony. Theme, finding value in what's overlooked. I accepted. 2 weeks later, I stood behind a podium facing a sea of eager young faces. "Hello, everyone. I'm Ophelia Winslow. Once I sat right where you are. Invisible, uncertain, underestimated." Hush fell over the auditorium. My family owned Winslow and Co., one of the biggest financial firms. But when my parents passed, my sister inherited it all. And me? They left me an abandoned ranch no one cared about. A ripple of disbelief moved through the students. But that land, the land they discarded, contained treasures they couldn't see. It held the power to change everything. I paused. Locking eyes with the students, I built Avalon Lithium Solutions. I transformed what was seen as worthless into an empire. Applause began to build, but I raised a hand, holding it back. I'm telling you this because someday people might underestimate you. They might hand you something broken, expecting you to fail. But hidden within the rubble could be the foundation of greatness. The words hung in the air, electric. And when they doubt you, when they dismiss you, remember, success is the clearest answer. The room erupted into thunderous applause. I stepped back from the podium, heart pounding with something far greater than pride. It was freedom. As I stood by the window later that night, the city lights dazzling beneath me, I knew I didn't need their validation. I didn't need to prove them wrong. I had proven myself right, and that was the sweetest victory of all.